it. I prefer that one even.
Oh, making sense.
It's more sweet. I don't know. So, Baba, me check. I say, oh man, dear, I'm immuned. Come on, why not? For me, it's fantastic. On car, me. Just can say be an until be on yet, there be. Ebi no color and be an training for that way. When you motion out, we say me pay me or more. It's Miss Becca say be a. Or no, I don't know. But one car, let me who would the most opera because when in the party so steady no. Now who said yeah. On a limit could do. And don't say no, ebi a opera as I opera. But to want to make car. And I'm sorry, as a girlfriend, no. You know her, and she also knows you. And it's our pen now, or the symptoms you'll be short. I say, yeah, she's a moon. And so, no. It's all right, it's not bad. Yeah.
I didn't come and say, I tried to step in Yanqua. Mr. Frank Kakra, Boko. Mr. Frank, or to make himself. Maneko, Sia Kakra, Mr. Manyabutraman, no, I quite say Boko. Aussi, c'est ça, mes facilement. Mais dis moi, non, et ça y est draya. Il me dit non, non, il mami. Même sans ta fra, mais ta France, ça. Il me dit yes. Il me dit, feeling be abandonné. Il me dit, c'est open saying, non, c'est mes facilement. Mais il y a draya. Sometimes ça, media, I am there, but sometimes me on say, me cut ya no, I be wuro. What I say? Me say, we the media say I be wuro because I dry too much. Aha, let me tell you. Say na you too much. Me ta from amanu boko. But anya gidi o boko. Na ma twi say na enum no for no. Aha, me twi no say no for. No kwata who say yes. Adia bi ba ba ya juma. Twa dia me fa na dia agro, me dada o. Aya dry so me to me di me nsa we. Na me dia ya say. Let me there say. Me there say no feel it. No feeling. Say me ka one kata o feel it dada. Me boa. Don't feel it dada. Ana we wa. Don't feel it dada. Aha. But me pa to me man hu ba o.
Eba Redlight show United Television so midi Eddie Vicky Zuga about Thursdays from 11 p.m. to 1 a.m. they own him say adult show no 18 plus show na awarefo ne omo adofo omo take it omo personal sexual life very very necessary and that's omo who ni say ya ade ehia omo no omo show ni so sexualize ehia na wa warrior mpemu agro edie ehia wo dia show na eye wo die no eno enie your friend Redlight show ko social media platforms nyina ya wo honomo UTV Ghana Redlight YouTube your previous episodes nyina egu honomo a topic bie ni ho a share and discuss it show because na your viewers concerns I no cry na topics wom you discuss issues but enyumra dey ba be discuss aware so fast dey how relevant aware ema ene society a generation we society ye find ye ho ewo mu ene no because ye compare to ye nananom ne ye ma menom time na omo mfa aware in the agro na omo hold the aware in a very high esteem na aware hu hia omo papa na enhu sombo e de ma wo mu say wo your ba na obe ma na do certain age na on worry ya na quote and unquote ya feel say there's something on yet complete and I say usuba nye and I say usika nso and I say bibi wo your be ma usika nso your ba usuba na enye and I say bibi ntino ene wo de won sheda enye complete sai na nanom ne ma me normal time no me kai pass growing up no the plan was to say maybe school na ma start ejuma na be ma bi esomemu ni aware ni a start family ni a build it your home together but do baby I mean what is here now beside me the same question beside me say plan it to say pa to see a bit plan us so to see no yen shedan fa aware and plans on hosa ye mu bebre na I said okay a bar it's fine and banswa we live we move you know now the society in general now you find it especially in Ghana has say you know and then ba what happened how did we get to this point say from say Yehudi bibi sombo maya then a few years after no now we are not so enthused about it as a yeah our crowd me nya obi ne wo ba ko mienu bi amatna baby me pese obi abe ha madwen because pese obi compromise and now say already na it's not really what was sold to us enya ade a enhyedan esu enhyedan ni fast what say na say na ma me no mo ne papa no mo esi present in the maya na you know enwumre e wo show we so no red light show no so no before I be pon na what ni na se den na ba how did we get here is this okay say na what san care say na to say for no mu nim die bi na ba na ya ni abebie and I say is this rather is it deteriorating and when na when enye say yen fa ware enye hwesisi ano eno na ya na say is it affecting us negatively and us positively enumerate the relevance of marriage in your society emu ende any ever discuss it na eno nti me share that per counselors me for the show tonight because as I'm way there counselors asem and sissy so wa ha she's streetwise or they in the streets ideas about supporting but one of the counselors so say software 80 yeah complete was studio high asem ketwa me so where I'm supposed to come in no so with my experiences ne me hu ne ne matter no so no me so me chip in na me so me di eno until you made it's a full house and a full package for you unim say wo die yes serve one yes serve with premium service because we are real MVP me guys me mama kwaba
oba fefe
we aboko I can't salute for then now ya when you abresa no
you will to know abi na em say man fancy abi won eko
counselor perfect certified counselor also na nzenya also akonya fufuro bi ka ho ADR
yeah alternative dispute resolution
yes what our local government for no one chief council for no court
juma inti say say wija warrior and you think the legal fee is too much near yeah certain cases when it comes to civil handle
civil department
ya joke akaya
from ahano oko law
it's in the process in the pipeline
this is a cosmetologist and some kids who are cry see as you saying Bibi Aboko streetwise lawyer streetwise I am for the streets I am for the Gen
Nyame ado be ho ye nsioni na I delay yen kakra but we are here
red light the end ya nsio mo wiamu e be fomu aba Councillor Lutherot
yes madam
I want to say
adom ahwe be careful
me sweetie pie
you ha
Bibi Aboko
Bibi ade eboko
last week obi the concern di buy and I wish you were here because no ka you be all fine unti in a track center be money ade but we dey be next week Besa I go through.
Watch you.
Then I so.
Oh, sisi ade abrabo na ye bo no. Ye bo ama nkrofo a omo direction.
No, it's refi.
So we mun ekita direction sisi a ye bo abra na ama won. Ana me bo.
Oye na me.
Na wale pe na mani pa da se ni bo bra mo bi.
isi anu eni ebe ka wari asemi o
ai
na ni ametwetwe eye pa se ye ka asemi na ma no si afa ye ho adwen o
me ba cho asa mo be fa mo ho adwen no ma ta de fefe efi Sophie Max Empire Sophie Max Empire me da se plata de efe si se ope bisa na we iradia obenye bi ana si so beti aka
oh sa ha de ye de be advertisement nti je on fama me na menhye na mentwe Gen Z se ne mra
yo ya time ni nti no me certain counselor perfect so
yeah
counselor perfect yeah aware no from yeah nananom ne mama no time
yeah
o compare no to yeah time na the difference be na ohwe ade na ohwe asesa
there's a vast difference where they meet here ashofoni na mikuno obi a St. John's obi a any teacher for your promotion yeah you pass your mama pass better luck next time yeah you pass your so it radiase you ko enim radiation ye na
amen
nia mekani say sisi aware no eni amasesa say what they tete mentality fa aware hu she utrimu a you be shocked price and yes surprise you be shocked price a be shock o be kwa aware no mu wonti mentina wo be pie nti si an level aware ko no se na nipa edane ne ho no sa na chesa wo so dane ho because first no say ye kan aware a na ye hwe say na odin kanka and you rightly said it say me ne bema ebe bobra and oni bi dachi be ye bompa me ye bobra me ye du baby me dem pai bot ta na chi ebo ho na school kwankwa ni mu wonhye de ni adwuma so no be establish o na nkakra na mo bobra no kwankwala bem munyini a mo ewu weja pade nkakra na mo ko na so nansen eni amane nte se bio first no kwa no be ma no na maybe oba no kwafuo be ma na ye adwuma no watatare atu school fees a bibia oba ne de ofi on sheda anye active work biasa but na bi mu ye adwuma but most of them were not that active but you see there's a lot that have changed ema esoko mema soko so now sa ade ne se oba ne nko na etine fie ahwe nkwala no aye bibia no it's changing it has changed because bema ne di biba ono so di biba inti say we are bema and you still want the traditional type wo pe wo mama type na who say now you can't have that because it's the modern woman and the modern woman is working the modern woman is having aspirations modern woman no wo vision ono so woni vision ono so person achieve bibi inti say one thing as from how bedwen says you see the aware bibi aware say no. Now there's a change because of how we think, how we perceive Enyama. Enyama ye ntino aware asesa. Na sisi aso no senior first no ye kan sembi na ye tutu ni pass se we nware ye we aye yinti. Example ni bi ni se first na wo word bi se bastard. Se ka bastard
single mother bi aba bastard.
Yes, akwala yan ware ne mame awo no. Sa akwa na bastard. Na so ya ye sisi ade yen law near you cry, I said you should not call anybody bastard. First, you say out of wedlock. I play out of wedlock into no ye change up a day crony be. Ya PNDC law a church send your main name. Into your massa segregation as a men worry ye. Into media men can't honest and namano. Etrim. Etrim say, oh, baby mama. Baby mama. Ne ba ewo share wo pepepe enye se wan ware mi ntimi ni share nti law no kwa beboa mania me bi mo kwa no eko nti se ka ware a ende aware no sa protection na first no kwa wo ha say protect emma se oba de me ne be ma bobra na edu baby kwa na ejapade be chim half amamli say fi ho equality ni for ma equity aba. It also is here now. If we're a woman and you want to get married, if we're a man you want to get married, you marry out of love, and out of sad transactions, our real me komi ebeboame. Into love and our en ebeboame. And yes, I me don't know kwane edeko. Nancy our real love on kwan. It say we no me sure ebeboame. Wari Vicky, baby a Vicky edu. Ni me business ameye obetimi aboame. Wo so say be me oba me kwan mu enye ni oba be di medua ne abe gogoro me ho amfa hwemba. Me so me kwa menye bibia fim. Enye odonko a. So you realize that now marriage has moved from McDonald. One mamia first na is sekina, there no moton than flowers. Yes, we are more critical about our choices. And now, yenim say certain things like bastard, single mothers, people don't care so much about that. We have some ladies who don't even see marriage say, or who I say and shit.
Yeah.
Because first, no, me why my bed mashing me, since you're not me shane. Into your be wire na won't be hano, or why one nature or dobby or dog, she wants a companionship. And yes, I be shaman, I be yes, mommy, no. So now, if you want to enter into marriage, just how they are drinking, no, so you also bringing something. So our question, and member says, what are you bringing to the table? And I say, the women are rather asking the men, what do you bring to the table? Because enye ubolo bolo, kote mkwa no be present, enye di mkwa ne wom. You need to bring something. Give me direction. Give me something. Now the ladies are divorcing more than the men. Who court on say man pan educate neighbor. And young one 35, 40, omodo muntimi ya say mintimi. Because so shame so when you shame me mint na ho. I want my freedom. Then they just go. Until now I realize that we are departing gradually from the old. But many people they are still hooked up to say, yeah, mommy, no antisa, me mommy, they are not antisa.
And the irony of it is that almost per traditional woman are worrying no, but almost ready some better traditional.
Damn man, yeah, very good.
Counselor Luceret.
Yes, madam.
Beman quality and when they be Jojo Kaka.
Oh, and yes,
Counselor na Obi Kase. Obi Kase say Obani Obema worry. Na say yeah man and yeah pre equality. Equal opportunities where you may have equal respect. Na ebia despite media, many counselor are worry. Na counselor a host, miss me a host. You try the same amount of money. But me keeping media na me expect to say counselor ye obey me no. On some funny dey any be mamia. Say and make sense man. Dey nti na what say yes sir. So we oba na pre equality near amount the same ejuma as ukunu a. Say na say wa ultimate how because the salary is the same. Because ejuma no mo aye pre say Council Lutra salary ni higher than o there because on no be hwe fia. Also on penny because of equal rights. Council Lutra out in America na say. It's then na me no receive the same salary so me as oba na me expect to say be man e was say
yeah
or tibi or tinin or no need any be mama.
Me that say now asema we be say no I'm saying na we the media requesting for the media support for the affirmative action bill now. Yeah fight for media nyame obo ni wiase so their chair and there when you know or their family and so imagine how they enter ni refi say obo wiase bi dia obi kind say wiase no boy no yes anyway we wiase nini swadi hu a ode bo nipa enti obo bema won seso a obo ba ma bema no ye ni ye bi nansen no e kama ye te se wanu no ba yen hia de nti yentimi mbisa no ye twasan bi na editim de na etwasan ye nyina oba na ni gye nyonko ba ho ya fe yesese ye mpe e nomye enya de ese wo ho sa bema na ni gye bema ho otumase nsese ye ta but nyame na body mu no bema any oba esa tenka bo mu mienu ntem esa se bibi wo bema mu a eni oba mu bibi wo oba mu a eni bema mu
yeah
ba medie Ubi Samia me say, dear, yes, she says, Siano. Yes, son. I want him be a dish a man simono. A disarm mondino, ma, Obani or bar sitna, Bemani Bema sitna. Ye fam so.
Very easy.
Ya dwene sɛ ɔmo nya fa hodie ba me nim sɛ ma won kwasum o me nim
Well, kwasum na ye won ho nse tete no na oba ntimi ento asase kra for her so oba ntimi ko bie bank account nyoma bi wo ho na oba bank account ade sɛ wo papa na wo kunu na wo nua be ma mesan ama
eno ye kwasum
more or less. I mean, why can't I own my I don't mean to me only me asase mean to me be account in mama ho
Matias here me nim sɛ mo won kwasum afi na wo kana mete is a memambro ni mamro yente we are den okosoro bafo baby ni asase so bit my be mada
of course
bibi ni asase so abema ye oba bit my da bibi ni asase so abema ye oba bit my da
no more mema ya ma bit my but
ni wa
for the sake of this conversation no yeah I agree
sister bibi ni asase so ye bomo oba abema bit my da bibi ni wa ye bomo abema oba bit my
yeah and the can say
ba yen ya dwimu no esan say ya ade aye yenti no bema bit my oba bit my na me say enyina ye ntena se ne ye nhwe ye te ho daachi bi enfie du na edu mienu achi bi no wa wo ba bema awo no wa wo ba awo no ede ne yiri beba fie na wo ba de ne yiri ba fie no wo ba Cynthia eti settle na ba fie uni sheka isanse bema to me no oba to me dise bema ena show ba kawa obaba eko she nyonko ba kawa kai se na wondin bia di she ni mo no aba ade obi ayeda a o twi ne ho se enye wani ne ho a wo de oto force nti bibia wo pe a wo nimu nti ase no hwe ne ye because school wie ye a me kan krata bebre na yesua wo counseling no nyina hu se de yesua ni nyina mbo agana fo me ya anger therapy wie na hu se almost simple therapy se obufu a fa twede wo boban na de bo there be omo dan ni nyina ye plasterboard ubo mo ane your family bi o ha is an anger burning area ya create okra go and move na here the 6 inches crazy dying
then when you violence and that wunya plasterboard say no dey be body people
like any a boxing sa you know you can punch it
punching bag
now the obufu Ghana hwe wo no ho chi na boom obati pay say tete wo
e ko be reset wa dwen wa
ana obufu a bebe abedo mo yeni mo alwe mo so most of the books you read if you don't customize it within your cultural perspective you will never help anybody that is why so to come on here counselors bibiri wo ho ye adwuma ba ye nkrofo na akọ no omuntumi nso omo asema no no kura ne se nkrofo dodo na ekọ counseling ye ne hutu aduru so ya adwene se we are stressed up wo da ebekọ ba adwuma kakra ma ye e wa ya resabia ni kakra mi guso ye no be see na me hu obi a wa stress yet the word stress me hu say ni fa bi anya bi
no more blood pressure cholesterol and I too low near say cause stress na cause na
blood pressure cholesterol and stress na cause any another topic
baby na I no say stress until
stress
on reducing the stress
na or onim say onya stress
say your doctors na your moka
what on there da uri ada ko chinda uri ada ko chinda uri ada ko chinda uri ada ko chinda e membri monka e because my stress
cause Elizabeth
se usua kresia
fana me koso
se usua kresin ye bubu egu club cola masquetella pepsi toemu fono daso awu ko aso glassing wonna mo nkrofo fi so me frɛ wa tobi akita one spare wo gallon awon krofo a esese wodi koma won ombe so bobo ebi be so lantel omo twen wakoto kresi na de ko utumi nante sa fitiris junction de ko o yarefa kresi ni sa wani age no nante aba enne brimu stress
asana wusa
nam say ne brimu ba bema stress and it me tenefi na teacher show letter say obana stress and tie hia on yen discuss who fi asem enye say we fi school on ye betwe school fees mu and now light bill but you know how to take care of oba we di oyira won Vic
counselor
if we keep saying that the relevance of marriage is gone we should clap our hands for that definition but the relevance of marriage can never go. It can never go. Look, no matter how you feel about marriage, no matter how you become a baby mama, no matter how you become a side chick, the relevance of marriage can never ever be erased with nothing.
Your parents, your grandparents, Toma and the sanity.
Whatever they told you is what they know. And whatever they know that they told you, you didn't research about what they told you. You accepted it and infiltrated and diluted it. That is what we are suffering today in marriage. You ask a very relevant question. We are all hosts. They pay all of us 35,000 a month. I'm your husband. You're my wife. So I don't have to take care of the house because we are earning the same. That's a very stupid analysis for any normal human being under the sun. Because the fact that you earn the same and earn the same, what are we? In the corporate environment, we do the same work. When corporate ends, where are we going to? A matrimonial home. In that matrimonial home, there is a head and there is a follower.
And there's a neck.
There's no neck.
There's a neck.
There is a head. And that headship cannot be replaced by any law. She said, a lot of women are not walking to the court seeking for divorce. It doesn't make marriage irrelevant. I challenge any woman who has gone to divorce. If she stops fucking pennies, clap for her. Even if she's found a fellow woman that she's interested in, they are putting something in her vagina like a penis. So the relevance of marriage cannot be diluted, cannot be replaced. However, the conventions that we are adding to the marriage industry is our suffering today. And the conventions no and tata hona ye de so kika wade no ho no and na ma ya adwea ye nsa wade na sei na o ka ten say every man wants a traditional wife, but they don't want to be traditional men.
Yes,
my sister.
The truth.
If we want to be traditional men, then all these laws they have created for no few people studying and trying to become what it is, because the laws are making them look, doesn't make sense, because the traditional man has the opportunity to marry as many as he can and has the means to take care of them any which means. Our fathers married 7, 8, 9, so we are 32, we are 21, and all the women felt relevant because they have one husband. In our dispensation where we are giving one man, one wife, where are we?
One man, one with numerous side chicks.
I know what I'm saying.
7 wives, 10 wives, no more paternity fraud cause no, and we be now can.
Well, paternity fraud will forever be an issue that may be discussed.
Who are in Martina? Omu do ben or bet me no having sex in a month.
Sister, udi etwe bebrea. What do you be? Isan say.
So good.
Perfect twe. Sisi twe. Veki twe.
Me dey kan.
Mummy and say amaji me atahe. Mo twe design bet my pe. But nerves ni nye peda. Etu this is wie. Who this is wie. Now samba we.
When I catch you say ko tie ne nerves ni epe.
O say
ko tie no when I catch you say nerves ni epe.
And Brazil or kotie ho say a shaft with nerves. And a moja and a manebrem. Na die wani so na manebrem. It is say I'm passing up traditional wives. Na mo dwen say yenda ni traditional husbands here. Ya mbo ba kun be ma ba kun ama be ma bi so ntena. Me say
Nyankopon bo Adam and Eve. Wan bo Adam, Eve and Eva.
Ewie ye mpo no.
Me ba me kwa ba.
Adam ekire no. Onya ayire no dodo eka ho no. Obi ante Adam ne Eve awadejaye. Ya ante ni wo mpo. The buy or sanko ni mame mo. But me case so say. So the relevance of marriage is still very potent. However, enkrofo na awade ahwere won no. No mo kaseti awade. Ba me ya. So be a option pana. Side chicks, Makanda say, they are part of the marriage game. We can't separate them. But Sisi is a side chick in my marriage because my wife is still there.
Yeah.
Once I lose my wife, she loses her position as a side chick.
Yeah.
So marriage is what is brooding side chicks.
Yeah.
Now, if she decides to graduate from a side chick to a baby mama, then what she's done to herself is that the child has gotten some level of protection,
leverage,
and she has gotten a certain protection through the child.
Yes.
But she has no protection through me. Okay. The relevance of marriage, and every woman who has lost the taste, tell me there, me na me ni swadi hu se me why ni me kuna tena se si ade.
Me na wonka masem. Me ma wonka.
O kasama street. O kasama street. And as I said, what did me? Me na me just obo. Binti ati we bisu se abranti bia na geso ware wo. Oko itiri, eko. Tea tomatoes. When you scam be your ho ade. Ene wo ne sister na ahwe mi. Awale de. E ho fa so de.
Bebere.
Eye.
Right.
Ba mo nkrata na mo chro no. Gu awade. Yen policies na ye dey ban is defeating the purpose of marriage, and the church is the worst place. I'll continue from there when you come back.
Remember back to church no. You have raised a very important thing. See,
yes,
Ojini say the relevance of marriage. No, obi bet me aka say odo wana say. Mo mumie no mu feel say mo domo ho, but mo ntime ware mo ho. Ana say Ojini say obi don ho ade a aware na ye the overall year. What did be prove say odo ampa?
Okay, me da say ye chia ya hwefo enyina with one seminar we bisa no empempi no ye ne obi nama ye pese ye hu bebi a nante ye no ebekwa akusi ena aware no abewo ho se eye ekam bomu mamo kire se mo abeye honam baako eti se uni obi nam na mo pese o pese o ware no na kire se odona yes san ne kire obi be prove ne do amawa se otumi de ko nyame anim ema ne bedane aware a ema hu se ampa nipa no
nyame ho
ema hu se ampa nipa no na opew asetena pa
so for nyame
ampa na odo bi yeden
ema odo bi ampa nyame anim ho
ummeka ne ho kopim time wiase yenka ne sa kopopese one wo bobra o kire wo se mihia wo because say aware na mbemu a there is no covenant. I see marriage to be as a covenant between partners. It is say aware na mbemu a there is no covenant aware na mbemu a share so emami hu say ampa upeme asetena upese oneme entwa kwan na ye twa na ekosi ewieye enti aware ne bemu a ekyesa ampa odome wo odo sunku bi mame wo butaye bi mame wo bibi wo umu emame enti aware de eye covenant a ekire kabo mu se ampa nipa we odo nyame to be akano no but empempi no ohun won say senior counselor ekan ye no yakọ fefanyama bebre na fembia ne yedi obi asetena yes sometimes so di obi asetena ebeye suade but emfan nye say senior asetena te no saa na wo se wasetena ye den ana asetena nkosente no en wo se adena ekoye na amfa na nkodum pempen so bi yes that is the problem we are having yes enoni problem na ye having ene because akoye say said counselor kan ene aware egu ene disappointment ba obi ni obi aware hu marriages fefefa ankoyi until utie kira who ni say and if this is how marriage is going and not say and who here say me ha me ho say me de me ho ekwohye aware mu but let's look at the other ones obi beka so wo mo so mutimu no obi mfa na asem nye de emma abonte sanso na obi so na asem na warrior very very sweet and they are all compromising because we are all humans yen to me nye perfect ye free baby ni eba what matter yen me nyame bi wo hono a me nya ne perfect wo but they are creating some fantasy won say yen nyina etenya kan no ye kwa usi so a wonim say after school e was say me wie ejuma me nye kunu ware ego but that is how make us say we've been programmed eti wo programming and one can say what's an creative fantasy be any nyame be around you said this is how I want my marriage to be. I was saying it say if I want to marry this is how it's going to be, but who knows, maybe I can marry somebody the way I me pese kama warrior koma me ne kra no maybe ne emu party yo emunya maybe enko ne sa but the little thing our person or yema dey settle down no and no kra na be the best marriage and commit name we having a peace of mind but some people have created their own fantasies near the inti say owra warrior ni mu na nyama na ono picture aye say me kwa warrior mu no e wo say e pie free mu na ma no na chese afi de watiada when we say oh then there is no happiness in marriage what I was expecting no me ko mu no enye sa na eden etie and I'm talking about the traditional woman. You can be educated and everything and still be a traditional woman. Yeah, because a traditional woman, once we should ask ourselves, how do we understand being a traditional woman? Are you expecting say ube free juma but now oba foforo na abefie se bi esi ukunu nyama ana? Are you expecting say uni ukunu ti fie?
Since the domestic workers wo?
No. I know you be ko hono. And before the domestic workers, it shouldn't just say, "Oh, sorry, because now you
because see,
yeah,
minimum kunuye juma
yeah,
the same, you have the same certificate, you have the same qualifications near there. Your employer, juma ding the same.
Yeah,
maybe directors of some companies.
Yeah.
na eduma no pressure na e won so na no na e won me
so this
na ye pon kofi a on the okotena se atwen say meye aduane ama no
one say so
well menene me anyu na na ye cost stress ye o
we are not looking at the picture say or free ejuma bae no wakohye fi before you even get married you date people on a normal day you will be home and they are cooking one say yamana ye say eno na make no what picture to trimu say bema na na say me kwakọ ware no say me yere ye ejuma wo say dan na opon anaju 8 kra e risk e na say dey say e wo say obefie be ye aduane ye de ema me oba so de ahye ni tum say sisi a me so me wo office me so me hwe nkwala me so me ye say enti bema no kra no onu so free ejuma ba see enye aduane ya he has to see his way to the kitchen
enti me nye aduane a order
no won't say enti no wo enter make us say we've created our own rules and so now even we are getting into the marriage bema na all ban we creating the rules and everything say me kwakọ ware oba we no e ye saint na me kwakọ ware no oba no so de ahye ni trim say me ba be ware no medjuma na me ye ne ade ne nti no me de ye be ware but nyama say me nya time ye say wo be fi na me nwa aduane ya don't complain and na make us say during mo courtship ni nya no this thing you have to know all these things you have to know your man say your man is somebody say when you marry the whole 9 months no he can stay in the kitchen wash your you are not the one telling him one say I always say it's a relationship you don't tell how your man should treat you or even how your woman also should treat you e was so no ehun say aware na me komu no as bema and as oba minim se me yere obenyem there are times nyame mu be dia ontumi nye de emboa as a husband what can I do to support her so that is when even the domestic help domestic help in ukra bede ebe come to place because bema no say even with mejuma me ye ne ade no me to me mbefie ntem abra me yere nyim kra wo se ka me kofie koye bibi boano no me to me enkoye and na time am ye kra be pon afi ejuma aba no ye duane nua krampo no ebe ye din gise ye ode aduane enti maybe me yere wo nephew bi afane bra this is why we have families bia ye tumi di extended family and nieces ni nephews bi mo ebe fie to just come and take care of that kind of thing and who planning you maybe in your head say me getting into this marriage this is how I'm going to drive my marriage to like me marriage me drive it to say bema ni so de ne dia ne ba no so aye na adwen say no so driving marriage to this way but you should know during mo courtship and say these are the values that me here wo bema mu is the man doing that we've dated men and you know say this man obetini si wunyama ma who si nyama krampo a on tenase nkomemi an phone who si no hata because onim say wabre you even in your dating stage in the crampo no or no cry to make us a po bi number if you my first boyfriend I never wed my first boyfriend and be shared and I never wed because or a Muslim he has this nieces and way for around him and no people in the area thought I didn't know how to cook but forget it said me mama mu na nyi me wo fie ye tetenya say na me basa relationship nti minima de but who said no I have people why say in kwala be wa hanom say a obetwitwi nyamemu obesi nyama and now be say so in this person if we had settled down I don't think I will be somebody I can make brother I will still have my career me kwa adwuma me ti adwuma mu no wanwe adwane de sika mu de abreme you get the point I'm making so if you think you have a direction who call in your relation in your marriage I was saying who be man na one nante say me being a career woman no what are the things meye and now what are the things be man so the best support me ye dey e wo fie you don't draw the line say because I'm in quotes because I'm a career woman or something what's all responsibility as a banner was a who play with you and you're a career woman are you trying to say with your career no there is no single day or something that you have to play a role as a wife to your husband one say we've left all these things and now it's like we are married but obia living a life outside the marriage that is how it says now me from where I'm seated and the things that I'm seeing out there, you know, ya worry kawane sheye. But as I still we living a life, we soon living a life. And at the end of the day, the back who say you are not meeting what I want now. That is when the divorce even comes in. It's not about even any cheating, this by a character, no, any suni bambia. Before I acquire any yeah, expecting we don't, I see, say, man, we don't even want to be committed. And when I can, we want to, I'll say it again, we want to rub head with men. But you can never rub shoulders with men.
I don't think so. Or baby, a person or rub shoulders with
no,
men.
because
my baby, equal respect, equal opportunity. Oh, now can I say? Are we saying there's no day you won't be a husband, a wife to your husband? No one is saying of course, I was a wife to your husband.
Yeah,
but the level of stress now may make us say, who can echo through wage? Remember also you are going through the equal level of stress, but if you're not on the canal to social TV. Now also war banoko kitchen. Now quite Adriana. Yeah. And they are messing banny up and do baby and now banny looking older than Berman.
So why don't you speak out? Why don't you talk to your husband? Why don't you let your husband who say Mikuno
or Berma or Dono? Are the only nyansa?
One say it's there. And
one say, and then Nana Maker say we have men who are seeking for traditional women treatment, but the era that we are in, one say marriage. What I said, so marriage is still relevant, but marriage has changed. Marriage is evolving into with times that we are in. If you don't evolve with it. Ebema or partner, obedu bebokasa, I want to divorce not just because you are cheating, but because I don't see value in you. Enti seminu ina kwedwuma sene ya working. Na ya befe you are tired. A man so no so abre. On say man so one thing I make us say bema ye adwuma no ba so ye adwuma. E ma ye bre because obebo or side hustle. Now most corporate people have side hustles they are doing. But most men it's difficult for a man to do other side hustles. And now we have a lot of side hustle. So, what be fientem because you were a wife. And one thing is, if we are a Ghanaian wife, who will say, although we are all working, but you still play that wife role. Yeah. You cook. You will say, and you warm it, you microwave it, you make sure the kids are okay. Say, need those things. But you do those things. At least washing machine is there. So the husband is also helping to. Once a mama can I say they do the laundry or the washing machine, we are now hata. You cook and all that. Also, yeah, baby. Into say, now you don't expect say sad time now mommy will feel she's more relaxed. So when you come back from home, you obana bejo bag. Daddy waba akwaba. Na wa ma wonsuo na wa yi wo shoe or the sauce ashame adwuma mu te sen ronsa dware number 7 do not wo no ni nkomo no pepa and then no you won't get it that way, but you should understand say she's doing her part. Wetimi akofan kwala no obo mama homework, she's doing those things into wunya ne say na first no ba obe hagi we bisa say your day because she's also having a day. So you being that way I can know with the end so where if you know that you compromise it won't so no and yet they be and you don't expect her to always ask her how is your day daddy wo so be bisa ne say how is your day mo hwe TV a wo be massage ni shoulders wo be massage ne nine. So you realize ye na ye boy ho because entity ni biem. But who your ba no yes because of corporate intimi jai bibia wo fie be say. Wo ma be say and mostly wo oba that feminine instinct nkra no. So one kasa wo ye correct emboa ma one kasa wo tena ho saa. So wo nu aduane wo nye hwe na wo fie aye fi na fridge ma ye fi
akra wo tena wo ware ya obeye aduane ube prepare ube sie fi ube senior mani ade. But my point is menkwa metina menkwa me ye ne saa no se say am aware no I need to see say ma ware in the sense that ube so me mu nkakra o ti ase ye mienu ne yakwa ba we aduane ne ye mienu ne ebedi space na ye mienu ne ye share space
it eno ne say one say eno no say ba mostly no with how we have been brought up no matter how modern we are oba na hwe kitchen mo say be ma na ebi ho hwe say nkla no bedware ayo homework into we take that boundary out of you
na okan na atuso no hwe news
but do you also think that is this the only thing that is making us think say marriage is not relevant anymore?
No
oba na nko ate na obre no oko penesuma be ma bi na oware na say one ne tia still la ore the same your man na oya man ho no eno
it's the money aspect. You see, if the lady is able to do all this na still na no ono asanso na hye ne ho osanso ebo rent na so kra na be ma na ye ala no no asanso rent. And you see, one thing is, if you allow a lady to take care of herself, of your bills, it gets to a time no we just or no your pay
because
we are
not wired like that.
Yeah, I think that
we are not wired like that.
Do baby ankodwen say wo kra no mwa me wo sanso tientem gu me so dia ende me jai ma that is about your bema na senior cancer lutrat ko yade pa say me no jipe nanso your coffee wo na e bema if you must do what is needed as a man. But if you stop and the woman is doing your bit and also sanso ya na dia e ho na e ba say mint me bia mu no and then na ware me wo me kra no me nya fa so bia ti me
than one me kwa metini kra na me hear better than to see am no wa be what's the point cause look to na person bim
the sinamu say o wale me na ukwa adwuma ba me ba no ma men e ba no ma men ya enyo ba asem America me kan yira asem as a wife. You see, there's a very vast difference between a wife and a woman. But anytime my emotions you speak like women,
it's
not
wives.
wives.
It's not emotions though. Can't look for into one minute a man in
You don't get what I'm saying. See the make
I want to get you. Mommy, me get
your focus in marriage as a wife is not your children. Anybody that tells you as a wife your focus is your children, you missed it. And you won't get it again till you die. So, don't worry. So our diasi say yere. Na bema no wale wono. De biya oba no amenya. Say o yere no what think be ye den.
So be so ni munti na oba no amena na.
Tiase.
Na cheso ndi waduane. Obi feeding it outside no.
So people feeding
how did they get there?
We should say
we did it outside. He thought enjoying your food.
Don't feeding no for me say. E fie na wa ban. Yes you di oba na man spam no village o ma oba. Man groceries or ye duane ma wudi.
O man house or any home.
O man fie pe e dan no adani e baby a asumbi beba. Ti me say. Men dream so bad. And to think like a wife can never happen until you become a wife. I will challenge Sisi Karosio, the way I was living with this guy, and no, talking jolly can never be compared to a wife. Ayonashi, oh please. There are things we can do for you. That's what I say. Your problem is say, and I'm the
Cancer lose it. O say, so why worry na so ukunu baby fear na wa me then continue like that. Then they could do some point because
yes, I'm talking about
you'll be worried.
The corporate wife.
You'll be worried.
The corporate wife that gets home. The husband is there. Also commando. Bema no a being.
Yeah.
Or bad way shit. Who be train me? I'm a boss every year. It's in the battle. Me didi. Ma wo mi do ni bia wo fie ho. Ma Antonia me anu bia fie am be di. Ba me du fie no ma me.
Just because
because so.
You'll be worried as a wife.
You'll be worried about the internet what say do ho. Do say point.
When I say we say who say we a TV host. I only need you pay. And now you with you. Sure. Their wives to be a young mom. labor saving equipment. I'm a house help. Or cleaner. Or nanny. Or be oil laundry. Or be on your granny. Or no action one. Won't mean being a non candy or yet da. Just a dear beer and numpo. The tea I'm gonna cut back. Bossy Mrs. Kobe. Our dear Vic. To me, and yet the yet that this is what I need. It's in common one year, or being planting me or tree or g, our dear for law, echo ye and pran on prem chino. Now, going to say and prem chino, and ya, our dear, there be you, and ya po. We are here. Now we come and do a diane, bacon, mean. Ah, oh, ye be beer with you. Ukura to mu kotoku hwe mu bebre na mu yetunu wo wade ase mu bebre mu fie ni ento mu one bag da madrin ba ko na mu koto
na madrin ba ko asa ye mu
mama na me fie na me kana se ena amanya ntaban a mu kire mu level no na enu ye mfo mu gallon be si fie da mu ko da vie no ma to quarter. And now you kasa I dated you two sort me bresiwa we ba ku hwe time a open sister le nyesa and now mo esiwa we the cap esi mo no na sinyina hia wo we kanzo no enya no o and now kiso tintin da ho na we twa no ye ko twa ketwe bia things that you didn't enjoy seeing in your home is what a certain man is providing for you, not because you are Vicky Zuga, but because you are a wife. So you are living as a single person, as a woman. You've been made a wife. You can never compare your single life to a wife. Hello? You can never compare your single life to a wife. So if your demand me call me listen and see don't worry. Don't worry. If you there is an activation in marriage. It's called submission. No woman can have submission until you are married. The word submission say you two and a mombi and mission no I've subletted part to you. Submission is an activation. This is your yiri and seneba. We are oba. You can never submit until you are married. And that word submission, it is equated to kwasum
Hey.
Submission. And in kwasum, and so ye pay them ye say we are dear.
Aha. This submission and kwasum. Afa who can earlier say na wonim say ma o kwasum.
I won't tell them can say.
There be
me say. The word submission there is activated when you become a wife. When they to kwasum and then ye
right.
That's a ma and no tell me. And your master make what you.
Into our real and kwasumu wom, but in general say we your bad yeah. Unless you are under a man. And also trust them so can say to your own husband. Yes. It is submission, it's to your own husband, not any other person.
Because
it's your boss, you don't submit to your boss. So it's only to your husband, not your father, not your brother.
Sister, tell me, and who made you your wife?
Say the husband.
And it's only activated
in the marriage.
And your wife.
Unless you say I want to be a woman in my marriage, then you've not really gotten the spirit of submission. And I'm saying submission is equated direct.
Isn't this the problem?
It is not a problem.
I think that was a
you see this a problem.
So it's just like you wouldn't have privileges to be now we are single.
That is a privilege.
Councillor Mamimbrema, and one thing say, when this submission as a wife, you gladly do it too.
Yes.
In that time, nobody force you. See, I cry now.
Submission becomes very easy.
No,
why?
It's natural.
It's not divorce, ne cause.
They do. Na me catch data divorce.
So they are not ready to be.
After you ani amano no dam payment ehwian from.
Sister.
So that is why we are divorced. No, Jeffrey said people are divorced.
But
you tell me conversation from the beginning.
Yeah.
Me catch them say mrana mo totono.
Yeah.
More empowerment no. Means you, but me nim da someone kwasun na more empower. I repeat. Mrana mo ye mama. Enka wade ho. So ba onya wura wade mu a activation of submission no e say ye adwuma but all wura mu no ode loss na mo yawa na ba so submission will never happen. So that is why marriage is not happening anymore, because that activation it will, if you are a woman in marriage you're always tired. Hey, if you are a woman in marriage, you are always tired.
I didn't know what
if you are a wife in marriage, you never feel tired. Let me give you a practical example.
Because you do it willingly.
Let me give you a practical example. You're living with your mother. Your father left the house, never put money on the table, but she wants to cook. She sends you, Adiabra, call Auntie Sisi ho. The 20 pesos he come on. Nakachi and say, Oma ongo koko. Na me the way tia. O tia mi fit o trouble na ti si o fit jomo ba na. O fit jomo ba na ti si dire o. O person ko fi ko she say den na ni ho. So constantly in their life, until you see oton ade wo kwan ho na, o to wato ni mole, wato ni agberima, wato mu kokko ho. Onti aye 50% no le ko. Wa ma o se fa ko tue bi na san gibiba. Constantly they provide food as a wife, not because there's money on the table, and they don't get tired. They feel fulfilled because they are submitting. But where you find a woman who is not a wife, who is not a wife, but is proclaiming she's wearing a ring, she's always tired. And I'm telling all wives watching me, all pretenders who are wearing rings, they will be tired forever.
Counselor, me one say, even we are making this discussion more about women, but we have to one say a general topic. It's more centered on women.
We are talking about wife.
Okay, no, it's marriage. So
and
marriage is both men and women.
Hello.
But I think it's more centered.
I am answering the questions that you people said, and I was quiet.
Oh, okay.
So all the three of you said one question in different angles.
Oh, okay.
And I answered to tell you, say, no wives gets tired in marriage.
So
they know how to hide it. I guess they don't get tired.
Sometimes they get tired. And that is
you don't understand the tiredness I'm talking about.
The tiredness now they don't bring it out, you know. Just as she said, but at the end of the day, these men also turn around, disappointing the women along the line. One say, women go to certain lengths.
If you talk of women who are disappointed, I don't care. I care about wives that are disappointed. And when a wife is disappointed.
No, when I tell women, I know our viewers understand. Because we are talking about marriage, definitely.
If you are talking about wives, and I'm telling you, I repeat.
One say
you can never experience wifeship until you are married.
But one say because the topic is about marriage and is marriage relevant now, I don't know. So we are talking about some of the things now, and then we are seeing you say maybe marriage is not relevant because of things that is occurring in the marriage.
Nothing is occurring, no. It's because those who are supposed to be wives have become women, and those who are supposed to be husbands have become men. Because once the woman you have paid the bride price as a wife changes to become a woman, you automatically lose marriage and you become man and woman in the house.
So that is why we are saying. So the men also are playing role being the marriage.
And see, the problem that we have is
so it's not just about the women.
No, the higher chunk of the problem we're having on the scale of preference is the wives. Check it. Let's be honest.
That is your opinion.
It's not opinion. It's there. It's a record. It's a record.
A man, no worry. I am a cook.
Then you can say, Obi can say a chobitia, Sebio, only you may say. Mama, simple example. I give you a while, Obia ye jumebi wo company bimu, yin tiano bosumimpo. But owa ho pre bia or de come. Nenu jebi wo ho. They are look, there are people that they tag the company no omura building no kura. They are more fulfilled than what they give them at the end of the month. Why? Because they feel the word fulfilled. I don't know. Make sense. Like washama. Or no, asumdwe bi ani obi aho.
So compare san nipa to obi a ye encouraging na.
Said
ye di ebia ye man allowance na ade to encourage san nipa ne input be more.
Once Councillor Lutrot na ye kan o say submission. Now we can say even from the Bible perspective no, it wasn't that original. That was not what God wants for us. Erade boy ye no, not boy Adam and Eve. Wanya say if imba be submitting ya hwe.
No ka say dey.
Eyo boni ni su so.
Ansana boni no ba.
Obo if forecast. Also mo won sha asase so ma. One ma if any clear command. It was given to Adam.
No, he gave.
No. And then no ka che.
He gave.
Ma menya me submission we.
The book be
why no go go why you are taking the submission as if originally this is how we are. No, I'm coming.
Why was the intent of God activated for a wife to be brought to Adam?
Meba.
Are you okay?
Yes. Nessa subo for you submit.
Hello.
Maybe boawa am I submitting to you? Is it?
Me so man no. When they saw the chunk of
no, into when I was swa. But now man, you are taking some responsibility. I'm not diverting. Let me land.
To me, Pamela.
Until I say, yeah, wow. So the one guy the mammy, and I'm also living. Yeah, maybe wow. Now, where's the dear mammy? So, I
want you to know.
No.
God
it wasn't. That wasn't
because how you submit. Somebody is doing something and you be brought to come and help the person.
When sin came in. And oba so be kese no ka say your will will be for your husband and your husband is going to rule over you. So that is where everything started. It is all your banner warrior automatic say you feel like you want to serve your husband. You want to cater to him. Naturally. Until everything you do is to make him happy. Until so when you bear no so tia say because one say share and my warrior more premises. Me, I'm married for 2012 CCI and because of church in Yams, I don't wear ring. But you see how people when they get married and they are ring, how they want to show it and our messages. One more the message but how many men go around saying I'm getting married and save the day they'll be showing it.
Oh, it's not necessarily. It's that they want to show. It's a way of taking pictures. So that one it's not
save the date. But save the date. Broadcast everything. But men mostly don't do that. But we know because of how nearby you need to when you get married, you want to cater to your husband. So if you are a man, say rule say she is a helpmate. She is coming to help you. Into what go meso. Na mesoa bra. And just say me just warrior ya dear partnership. Exactly. We are going to enjoy. We are sharing each other's our burden. Into senior we ye dear. I say mean to me bio me muya and therefore what dear na menko. But what we need to understand is say our real here it gives security. Yeah. No matter
do you think say man for still a man for worry for love and now it's just for security now okay and now for status and now say for your man for friend and for their pressure there they are turning so uncle worry na man for worry now say
one thing say with marriage I always say this a lot of people have reasons they enter into marriage but when you enter there the marriage will change you obo when you do enter no dey worry obo ho do kan odo no say be ma no she dey ni bi be ma bi so odo ba no into wa worry obi so ho na sex say no si for born sex no until who jai or like no once baby or didn't do obi amfa ni do that into obewa ni pakon obi so ho hwe say that chu be ye and also hwe say sham potential bi o wana say sika bi awo me why we ya menye din me we ya ni social media I just want to take pictures and post and all that they are just concerned about the wedding day just a day not the marriage itself so they want to just rush into it obi so wa is just for ye pushing the song worry on one kasa kwa de ono kwa de compare obe worry o susi na ni mama ha no no mama worry na menko so a lot of people have reasons why they get married but when you get into the marriage my dear no matter the reasons you enter into it God blesses that marriage ade ba kono no so worry fio who worry muslim who ye etiso it's an institution na wo worry it no matter so do pa so erade ani ji hira sa worry no so marriage is not just for Christians yeah sometimes say erade bemu a who worry ofia erade abem wo mama no papa tan ji wontinsa erade abem because God instituted that institution erade na de bae into anya asro into muslim for the erade nim erade wo
muslims so musum nyame
yes into one say ni aware yi bi obebia no erade bem but one na open na wasan so akasa wo sofo nsan so mra meshi asoma wo ye fie dia erade abem uduko gina quarter erade abem but with marriage when you get into no there are principles you have to follow into what your bar no matter how in ya maybe I would no you want the marriage to work but man also per se into you realize that the man assume his position as the man the head of the unit because in every home there's a head and the man is the head into what band you are playing your part and you for now that's all me now as a woman your major role is you nurture until you are nurturing your husband then when the kids come bankofo bebre na ndo madrin kogina nkwala no so enkwala they are just visitors they will come they will leave until know your husband you need to nurture your husband and the husband also needs to love the wife sabema do ba o manem bresa no be man do wa when he and they are kind
that's
to you.
My point.
You want to understand and I always say this if you want to marry a kind man and if a man marry a kind woman
and no mistake was come trouble or say and you obi always can or boy
no we yare we yare no osuma so obi bi wa the person wase Inti so oja wo kra na who can trust them cause say Joseph ni Mary ohun say Mary akofa na chi wa your friends wanyem no o say meja no kukuom obi anko be dede some people want messy up kra no because they are kind they don't want to even bring it to social media and cancel omuja oboko but some people they are not kind inti say wo worry a chesa wo hwe san na mai na but when you enter into marriage things change but one thing is when you get married you have security. We yet then you say have security for yourself. In can cover your bar. Because when him say anye biano, who bema when any drink, when you bema or kata was ni sum kata was so. Who your bema BBC obejina wechi amount. Me mami wo ye eja ukunu we nkofo ya ukunu we ojina wechi obo wechi dom bibie ne onum say he is there for you. These are my kids. And your home says you see I'm running ka bastard debut. Now so how sometimes if you are a single mother they go through a lot. And one person when I see a man or banner na messy up into the husband is you need to feel for them because it's not easy. You going to PT alone taking up being the man and being the mother it's not an easy joke. But if the man is there, at least will be provided. Be man wo hwa sa discipline issues ni na be man be ya ma. In marriage, you know, e san so buan kwala na efi marriage. That's why it's always critical. So bisa counselor literature. When you come for counseling and it's about divorce, that is the last thing we'll consider. We always try to patch these people together because it's not just about the two of you. And kwalane wom no so no se mo titimu a the effect that the children have no esochi mutu mo den se mo nyinu asomadwobo but then kwalane eba no the emotional and the psychological social torture these children go through it's not the best and financially se mu ye too na mo adwen ko benkro and you want to get married pull your resources together do something meaningful it's good. Internet yemra na aba na ese your friend saying it's moving from equality to equity. Inti say ye ka kra na emra ne nka mama saa o. First no say me de e be ma ne dan ne be chem de de amam. Sisi e bibie ni wo saa.
African kasa emra nka mama o.
Emra na wo ne nka mam inti sisi akwan sa wo your ba warefo. Na sa wa ware. Na wo ti aware ase. Na okunu ye side chick bebre. Na wan china nto wan tonofo. Brana one na brano sa akra ne maame na wanye hwe no ono ni wo ma no be ba be che ne pe wa wo boa no no one wo ma ne be che ne pe okra mpo nhyɛ da anye hwe wo san so kwayire hu gyae a wo nya hwe be sumu kitwa bi and they will ask you say give evidence of the things you helped ebo also na oba nua ekoto momoni ayenji receipt okoto tomato say enji receipt wo ba kekan ma so de anim ya ansem ka emotions be body emotions be me ya to wasem na to atwene until now if you are your friend saying we your ba wa wo so to me worry to me bo braye bibia it also help us because me we japade bi na be ma bi wo ho a wantimi anye no ho anye hwe na che say me so be japade no wantimi mbem until now our area is not about just financial alone so we worry a ne obetu ne wo ho na obetimi adi na no so ja osisi ana na when shada ntimi amboa no wa ntimi amboa ho you not get anything you will not
your time na so ntino no say anu ya monitor fa ntimo feel say sania say no nkofo bebre pen say e bia mene ne be wo ho ye shada en ware sa but ye wo ho ye be wo ba ko mienu bi na obi apene be bi atena sa long term relationship no en shada nye legalized a relationship no eno be boa ya na say because ne nyoma ekọ you cancel also dem nim so na menya ade munim say enche bia me hia papa bi sa o ka che be say o pese ye wo ho na ye wo
friend say
but hey counselor
and this is sad your person one your friend what's the name of that relationship you want the two of you to be in
I don't know what money din or say me wo a me name me price da me wo no obeji akora na o ma me hu akora ne biom hwe na wa sort me out na me ko ono so onka
sad way
but ono dia menene be wo ho menene dia will be in a sexual relationship ba kwa ne dia o ma akora no hu me so me hu akora no say bia later if faith by faith and I say bibi life happens na say mene akora no e be hia dia fine but no dia he will never introduce me to the child me so me hu akora ne biom me wo pe me fa akora ne ma na me name me pra ne me pe bia
ma me be na betimi
and I'm just sad dia obefre ne say
say maybe not also a sexual relationship with me
it's
but
not
say the title of boy is asking no it's
category dey yamaye
enye papa ni din dia me kan say enfum so a mo ye ne say awarefo nhihye a ye dia ma won so mo fan wale a omo bre no mo a mo mprantwi o gidi ayeden
obi anje awarefo nhihye we are just talking like human beings
no
naturally no obi ehia moa
no
se me nko ameti na sisi abetna me ho ana has me
nisi hwe mo ansem
abetna ense se me break se na me nko ya se me nko am twitwi gyaye se na me nko ameti no
sa mo amote ho mo mie no mo nye kun na yire na me say activation
I'm just talking about human beings
human beings
man and wife.
But counselor, listen, is the two of us ma worry fi na ebe ma yen ya hwese is it good yes answer na metie me pese me ra worry mo na me pese how I am right now I'll keep on living my single life that is what we are trying to
me the camera see me fie na me connect by phone so it should never encourage you to marry you know why there's nothing that encourages you to marry except that you know you are a woman and a man must marry you. That's why you are created.
Okay.
The American say, our dinner here can. It will be to two. What the on print to our dear one, every our dear content crow a journey baby so. And a dear cosu our dear moon. Say, one day, ya. Consider, hey, like you know how the window look Sisi you can do everything in this world with every man there's something in the marriage that you can never experience there's a certain anger that you can experience in marriage that you'll be shocked that where is it coming from it is only activated because you have come for submission
the sign has always been
so
there.
What I'm saying is no it's not true
you
see People say there's a red flag you saw before marriage. Nobody can see any red flag before marriage.
Oh, so you do see.
Hello. Let me
you do see.
Let me wrap up quickly.
Okay,
Sisi, tell me. Anytime they say red flag, you see it in the marriage. But what you saw before the marriage, it can. The two of you.
So if I'm dating somebody and maybe Nipani is very abusive.
Hello. The guy was abusing you as who?
As a girlfriend.
Thank you.
So what shows that if we marry, he's going to stop? Oh, so if we marry, he's going to stop abusing me.
You're not getting it. I'm saying that.
No, it's the same thing.
This industry called marriage.
Oh, it's
the same thing. Because most marriages, the complaints that they are making, they were saying it during the courtship.
Oh boy, nebo.
That's it. Me waro na me to me sabo ho na ebo no.
Okunu na ebo.
Ho na me ebo no.
O yire na obo no.
I think we are na obo wo na watena say ama wa be ye oyire.
It's the same. The courtship is the prelude to marriage.
Courtship can
it's no neba. Na no na ba. Nti na wo ye courtship. And no na wo ka ware mu a. It's likely mostly.
It's going to happen. It's going to happen.
It's never true that whatever you see in what people they call courtship.
No. I'm not saying that whatever that happens. There are things that you can even do in relationships now. After marriage, maybe even the man can be kind during courtship.
I say whatever
but maybe after marriage, there will be changes. You get the point.
Marriage it becomes worse because it's on himself wire.
Sisi, whatever you see in marriage is fresh. It's not continuity.
It's not fresh.
It's the same person who has entered marriage.
I am with Sisi.
It's not fresh.
I was with Sisi. She was not a wife. I say once you get to be a wife.
Because we have guys who will tell you I'm not married to you, so certain responsibilities I'm not.
My dear, you cannot even submit.
And you will be married after the marriage.
Sisi.
He will still be
Sisi.
Pepe.
Sisi, I'm saying that. Sisi.
I'm telling you.
Because
stingy man is a stingy man.
What I'm saying is this. Nkomo na ye di no. Say awarefo edi aware nkomo a. Eyom nkomodie esoronko. Ompre ntwifo nso mpeso omkowura awade mu a. Omo nkomo nso esoronko. Men dan dream that say edie bi a yedi wa yan wale ye no. Ye wale wa say die ni bekosa. Esan say adwempo a eta aduane bi anu a ye chi. Adwempo a eta ade bi ade che ye chi no. Sa adwempo no. Eni awade mu. Inti awade sese nipa. Awade ma nipa eye nipa bi a enye se wasesa se onye sisi bi mu. But e mani hu se ma ye yire. Oko awo hye na wo ba eni awade. Nyepe.
Right.
Me number is 0277. Who have so wale. Make sure you are getting married because a man needs you, not because he wants you.
Yeah.
When a man needs you,
you
become a wife. When a man wants you, you continue becoming a sex machine. 0277. Koti emre mendi. When you tell 609. A try for a mendi. We could jail 609 604. Migusu kase mbeme nyina hwe ye hu yi. Embe ana je kokram no se sia mu ye screening kama. And the breast cancer for see assign increase no. Still no more day bi omre hwe omde mu October. Ye de ne September. Ba answer na September ba pacho. Ko na ko hwe se kokram bia be to hwe mu ana. Ojunso no ho te sen. It's a prostate cancer in men. Emwa esefie. Oba bi anyi 3 wo fie o. Nti na be ma fifia. Na fie asai. Frem na membo a wa ya brenso. Na ma hunjai na ma foforo wale. Ese meme ni biguo.
Oba so fifia na fie je dum ema ho hia. Aware so ho hia. Aware ene edi chichiri abusua. Nti no ne ye kan ne se be ma bi ba wa kwam, oba bi ba wa kwam. Na wo hwe niam hu se nipa no beboa wo. Ote wase mu ina betimi aware ma ware ayeyi a ware. Buhu inyama bebre social media ware enye na huni se so bi edidi na aduane eda ye ntanka otwo na nta ware pade bebre na ekoso. So just know say why wadwen say why de wonkomu da no anhwe wonye ni papa wonye ni papa aware ye inhira ewo asasi so na mensan so eka kan wo say sa wo ye oba pebibiye aware mu kra no pebibiye the best thing you can do for yourself is to be financially independent okunu be boa wa bombo no financially independent because you see ano ne ekokọ no we need to help ourselves. My number is 0243 28 37 84 0243 28 37 84.
Yo, and then the time no crazy.
Oh, mami bonito. Aware dear. Ed na ebeye se wo a akwanya beba se ukọ na wo se wo ede ukọ banya meka se menhwe obi asa enfa nsa wasa na entem empempi no se wo ukọ aware wan kasa gitumu se emre ya medu no me ankasa maye krado se me pese me wrem basa wo ma ne ye enhye ene nya ye kan gu chima ukọ kofa ne a enwo se wo ede ufa basa wa uto obo eye wa adwen se me pese me ware a obe worry ama one say we are ready so obe worry uremu when the challenges are coming and because you are prepared you know how to handle your home and things but when you are not prepared now uremu nyama na eba na chesa ayedu ewo so opese ujemu enti meka chi obi a say aware eye wo hia oba na bema mun tena yie mun temo ho so ase na bibi so si a mun try say each partner no mo betie mo ho nya ha we ne nya we so nti ase no mo betina se ahwe esiesie me da ase me diane sisi bento
yo see and that say
me ma obi a shout out enemy to be body mama obi a shout out obi o hwe brasa me yo mama o shout out mama o body
and I'm winning na se Councillor Perfect ne Councillor Lucet na sisi so Madam Wasepa also our gym round do channel 2 YouTube and that's so into me and joining from Fitiase na your YouTube ko ho now type UTV Ghana Redlight on sabeka ene episode ne etwemu kra nyina so no obenye bi ahwe me di Ediviki Zuga me do bibia se biom your production team ne your executive producers ne directors ne obia and mo ase Sophie Max Royals Wardrobe and Empire why mami atade ahwe me da se bebre nyame hra ma me ho ayefe ye pa Sophie Max Empire ewo North Industrial Area or TV Africa Echihope. The number is 0553 143 136 or some social media platforms nyina so nyame adoma da senese you ever be share and that topic no was not meant to put pressure on obia or your ba or your bema o say o person worry o person worry it's a personal decision mema obia ma pressure mema sikebi endwetwe nkwa ware bonemu mema nyoma unim say on a normal with your normal state of mind no umfa hu kwahwem no mema bibia empushu ma onko fa ade answer CFA because aware ho no ne kwan wa pa ne kwan papa me ya na me capture nkofo say ma ware pen ya no mu ngidi because it was a secret ceremony ya pa say a secret because I ankoye na me amesatwe me ho din na me pie ye wo mu na se ankoye pie aware ye mfa anko heaven and na ho what me da se nya me shra makra